Hey y'all, I know y'all been waiting on this one for a minute, but it's finally here. I'm Nandi, and today I'm gonna be redesigning the villains from the animated web series Helluva Boss. If you don't know what Helluva Boss is, I have like 3 other videos explaining this show. I can't do this again. Okay, one more time. Helluva Boss is a show about a nigga named Stella, who is a nobleman in this group called the Ars Goetia. Stella is usually just a brat. She be throwing niggas when she get mad, verbally abusing the hell out of her husband. And I don't even think she knows she got a daughter at this point. But her husband, Stolas, ends up cheating on her. So she ends up hiring this really hot cowboy named Striker to kill his ass. I mean, she wasn't even subtle about it, y'all. She was on the phone, yelling at the dinner table like, I want this nigga dead now! Do you hear me? And Stolas was right there, bro. So anyways, and there's also this character, Verosika, who dressed like she going to the family function. So if you haven't already, please go check out the other videos on my channel. And with that, this is like the 4th part I've done. So let's get started on the woman that no one likes, Stella. Personally, I think she actually cool. I feel like she doing all this deep down because she's scared and vulnerable, or she was dropped as a baby and now she aggressive, or better yet, maybe Stolas was always gay and couldn't love her the way she needed him to, and she was just hurt about it, and that's why she started being mean to him. I think there's more to Stella than just lashing out for no reason, but that's just me. I'm also perfectly fine with her being an absolute brat for the rest of the show. So obviously, starting on this design, she gotta be posed all sassy, but the hand on hip placement is where it's at. It's no joke. Where I'm from, hands on the hips means that they can't really fight, but they about to verbally assault the fuck out of you. They gonna cuss you out, your clothes, your mama clothes, your grandma, tell you about your whole life story and why you ain't shit. You gotta rethink your whole life after they get done with you. If you see hands on the hips, run. Like, she's evil, but I love how straightforward she is about it. She remind me of Lae'zel from Baldur's Gate. She's just a tsundere, y'all. Like, I can fix her. On a side note, I love this woman's voice. I like when she yells. It's just music to my ears. A beautiful symphony. I know she got high blood pressure the way she be stressing. It's just so funny. I ain't gonna lie. Her original outfit is scrumdiddlyumptious. But as y'all know, I had to change up her outfit for fashion's sake. In fact, the only thing I didn't like about Stella's outfit is those puffball sleeves, because instead of looking like Housewives of Atlanta, she looks more like an innocent Disney princess, and we all know damn well she ain't. I started drawing her like one of those red carpet dresses. Like, she's the main character and everyone knows it. If she ever went to the human world, everyone would just think she's famous, and I wanted to trick her outfit out with like feathers and shit. So I got feathers coming out the bottom of her dress. Like, I was thinking a type of cloth necklace, like with just made out of feathers and like lace. And it worked out pretty well. Y'all see the vision, I ain't gotta explain it too much. Of course she has to have a scowl on her face. The only time she's been seen smiling is when she's actively being evil. Also, Helluva Boss is known for giving a lot of these girls like giant lashes, but Stella is the lash queen, okay? She has the longest eyelashes in the show. Like, if she blinked too hard, I know she'll fly away. So I just had to keep them. Gave her some simple abstract earrings to really just show off that class. I pushed her hair back with a few loose hairs just to show that she's not all the way prim and proper. Like, she's kind of fucking crazy. I usually fuck up on the shoes, and y'all can see how at first how I had them, but I finally decided to use a reference. Yay, are y'all proud of me? So her shoes, good to go. And I draped her with this like feather cape cloak looking thing. Like, I draped it over her arms. I don't know what this thing is, to be perfectly honest, but it just screams royalty. Like, who do you know has a full feathered cloak? And now we get on to the coloring, and it's just pretty straightforward. I gave her very, very pale skin and almost a platinum blonde hair color with a purple undertone. And I really like her pale pink fade out her design originally has, so I stuck with it for the dress and gave it this like ombre effect, so it fades out to this more saturated color at the bottom, and used gold as an accent color for the rest of the fit. And that's it. That's Stella if she had a human disguise. When I tell you I'd be on my knees for this woman. I can't tell y'all who's my favorite out of these 3 because I love them all equally, but y'all don't get that option. Y'all get 1 vote. So if you like Stella the most, please drop the swan emoji in the comments below.
I want this cheating prick dead. I don't care who you have to go through, make it happen!
Veronica is like the Beyonce of hell. Let me take that back. She's like Mitchie from Camp Rock. Oh hell. The ambiguous brown skin tone almost got me there. Veronica just so happens to be our main character Blitz's ex-girlfriend. I tried to make that sound fluid, but I can't. And they had a bad breakup because he stole all her credit cards, maxed all of them out on horse riding lessons. So every time she see him now, it's a problem. They just can't be in the same vicinity. Now Veronica actually did get a human form in the show. The clothes. What in the Hannah Montana? I can see where they were going. The wrong way. Y'all couldn't just keep her OG outfit. She's a succubus in hell, you know? The sloops and the hoops. The flirts. And y'all got this woman dressed in Party City attire. The my parents are out of town this weekend, let's throw a party fit. I'm sorry, girl. I usually don't talk junk, but what do you got on? So as you can see, we had to go in for an emergency redesign. First thing I needed was to pose her like she's that girl. She needed a stage presence pose for this transformation. On another sidebar here, I didn't realize so many people hated her. The only thing that she did wrong was pull up in the Hannah Montana fit. But other than that, I don't get the dislike. I don't get the dislike. If you watched my first art stream, people were requesting her getting ran over by a lawnmower. We got a giraffe riding on her. Like, people wanted her in pain. Y'all hate her. And honestly, she had every right to be mean to Blitz. She be getting so much hate, but Blitz was the one pulling up talking shit. Spent all that girl's money and then said that she smelled like fish. She held her composure for sure. I would have beat the hell straight out of him. He would be a born again Christian. For the redesign, I rounded out her eyes a little bit more and changed up her lip shape to more of a like Cupid's bow. Let's be honest, that was a missed opportunity. She wanna be Shigo so bad, but I love that lip shape too, so I can see why it's used. I was kind of thinking that I wanted the succubus theme to be a little bit more present in her outfit, and by a little bit I mean like all of it. So keeping in the spirit of Halloween, I made her outfit Batwing themed. Y'all know how famous people just wear anything? Like, it's barely even clothes at this point, but they wearing it. That's what I was going for with this. So I got her on this Batwing top. Like, the wings are spreading out from her titties. Now getting to her hair, that wig had to go, girl. I never liked her hair, I'm sorry. It looked like a old wooden broom. I went for more of a loose wavy style with a side part. Side parts can make any cut better. Onto her skirt, girl, I hate this, I'm sorry. She got on the Kids Bop skirt and then it looked like she sat on some toilet paper. She stapled a washcloth to the back of her skirt. Girl, go home and try again. I never want to see you in this skirt again. So I replaced it and I kind of imagined up this like see-through Batwing skirt and made it like super short. It's just something no normal person would wear on a day out. Her arms were looking a little bare at that point though. So what better pop star choice than Hatsune Miku sleeves? Then we get to the bottom half of her outfit and girl, I'm sorry, I gotta use my black powers real quick. Why her feet cockeyed? She got them ancient lotus toes. I know her toes got calluses and then they got the nerve, the audacity to wrap trash bags on her legs. Oh, they had to go. Bye-bye shoes. So I put her in some platform boots and added like little bat wings to them and some high sock leggings coming from underneath like in a cross shape. And I know that you noticed that her behind is not as voluptuous as it is in the show. But in my opinion, we had too many female characters with large hips. What about the plank booty rep? You can't have it all, sis. Someone's had to get chopped off. It just had to be hers. Now finally, onto the colors. Her skin tone was just fine in the show. It's just you really can't tell what race she is. But then again, I don't really think it matters like that. So she is indoctrinated into the black community, temporarily. At first I was really going for like a hot pink, like super extra in your face, eye-searing pink. But then I changed it to like a darker pink just by like lowering the luminosity. So now it's almost like a deep saturated pink. For her hair color, How can I say this nicely? They poured chocolate milk on the top of her head. I kept her hair color, but instead of a streak in the back, I put it closer to the front. And that's Veronica. Now she looks like an actual star and not somebody drunk auntie at the cookout. I really love this version. Pink says that y'all gonna vote on this one the most, but we'll see about that, right guys? If you like Veronica the most out of all of these designs, leave me the pink sparkle emoji in the comment section.
They let me out because I'm still famous. And rehab is for sad loser wash-up, so your sister says hi.
And last but not least, Stryker. Some would say he's the main villain of the show, and I agree. He's truly a menace. I'd say he's been the only true threat in this whole show, cause he be the only one that be almost taking people out. The only reason he doesn't is cause of plot armor. Cause honestly, Stolas would have got taken out like twice. Fizz would have been out. Millie was an inch away from decapitation. Moxie was getting choked out twice. This man was playing sock and boppers with people's lives. I ain't gonna lie though, Blitz had them hands too. He was the only one going toe to toe with him. Anyways, Stryker's story is basically society fucked him, so he trying to fuck it back. Honestly, I agree with his philosophy. He's taking his power back from the unjust power system and handling it himself. Like, if he wasn't trying to kill off the main cast, I'd even go so far as to say he's the anti-hero. So starting off on his design, I wanted him standing a little bit more intimidating, and Stryker for his build, he just seems like a buff nigga. In the show, they have him skinny probably because he's like snake themed, and I get it, but it's the way he just be throwing people and picking up literal boulders with a rope to throw at niggas. Yes. He needed broader shoulders for all that. Stryker is known for using holy weapons, so he has a blessed rope, blessed Glocks, knives. Like, I'm still trying to figure out who gave him those. And I knew I wanted him to hold that blessed rope he uses in the show. And for his entire vibe, instead of cowboy themed, I wanted to go more Victorian cowboy priest themed, or like plague doctor, or like, no, more like blessed priest robes in black. I don't mind the country boy vibe, but as a person from the South, I hate to see it. I like how he embraces his culture, okay, but for the absolute menace that this man is, to me, it just comes across as a bit goofy. So we had to get rid of that Salvation Army jacket and put him on an evil villain cloak. And then I gave him a plantation owner hat. I swear it makes sense. Okay, look, the way he say master. I feel like if he had a backstory, it'd be something like he used to be a slave, and then one day he said, fuck it, I'ma kill this bitch, and then killed his master and took his hat. Like, he's the type to keep trophies. Then, you know, he has to have that wide, beautiful smile. On a side note, his mouth is so big, y'all. I know we all call him fine, and I would have been with y'all, but I just can't. Just imagine kissing this man. He has no lips. His teeth sharp as fuck, and the yellow, the black builder. I feel like he'd bite my face off. I'm sorry, but you know, nose up, chin down, he fine. Close your mouth and we can talk. And I know I can't talk because I ain't got no eyeballs and I only got 2 teeth in my mouth. But hey, this ain't about me. You know, I had to pop the collar like a true villain. And yes, I did get rid of his iconic scarf. I'm not sorry. That shit looked like a dinner napkin. He looked like he was ready to eat every time he was on screen. He just looked hungry. No, he couldn't keep it. And last but not least, his boots. I just have him on some simple boots to really let the rest of his outfit shine. I kept his pants because I really do like the scruffy, torn up look. That was a staple in my teen era. And I did also keep his vest. I just added buckles to it instead of the usual button-up vest in the show. And I also added bullets onto his hat strap. And finally, onto his colors. I gave him like tan skin. I always saw him as more of the Spanish type, and I'm always a sucker for the Spanish cowboy, okay? It's hot. Initially, I gave him his regular white hair, but it didn't look like it did in my head, so I went for a darker brown instead. Now, figuring out his jacket color was a little tough, because when the whole cast is wearing black, it's kinda hard to be more evil. So at first, I colored him a black jacket with a red underside, but then I thought it was a little too close to the jacket I gave Blitz in my first redesign video. If you haven't seen that one, please check it out. But yeah, I don't like repeating things I've I've already done. So I knew I had to switch it up somehow. And that's when I really looked at his design, ignoring the giant nose hair he got for a mustache, looking past the great value Barbie boots. And I saw his tail. I forgot about it. But now that I'm at this point, I might as well incorporate it into his jacket design. So I changed his jacket design to gray and included his stripes and spikes from his tail. Give a nice hard pat on the back for Nandi. This the fit. Then I made the blessed rope glow, but I changed it to like a green glow to match his whole vibe better. A little shade in here, a little bit of light in there, and he's done. This is Striker.
Yes! Yes! Yes!
I can't wait to hear what y'all gotta say. I love the outfit so much. It's just the right finger licking, titty twisting, granny fit. It's just so good. If you like Striker's design out of all these designs, please drop the chili pepper emoji in the comments below.
Well, this has been fun. But every good thing has to come to an end.
And that's my version of Stella, Verosika, and Striker from Helluva Boss. How do y'all feel about them? Are they hot? It's okay, y'all can tell me. Y'all ain't gotta be shy around these parts. If you wanna see redesigns and sketches way before I release them into the world, my Patreon is open to all. Speaking of which, I'd like to thank my Patreons for supporting me. We got 2 more Patreons in this bitch, so thank you. Josh is Nervous, Jamie McMahon, and a big thank you to my editor Pink, who helps me in making these videos for y'all. Remember to leave y'all's vote in the comments below. I want to see it. I'm waiting to see it. That's it. So thank y'all for watching, and I'll see y'all next time.